أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدني علما. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to the first review session of Protect This House. This class was taught by Sheikh Yasir Bejaz in Dallas, Texas. This review session is brought to you by Qabilat Bushra. As we begin this session, we're going to begin as Sheikh Yasir spoke to us about introducing us to the concept of family, and he gave us a few pointers. There are something that we need to remember. One of them was that membership in a family is mandatory, so we cannot pick or choose, and we certainly cannot quit on a family. Some of the advantages of having a family is that it gives you a lifelong sense of belonging. It creates a kind of stability for you. This could include emotional stability and or financial stability. And also that family is an institution that provides unconditional love, but also includes responsibility. It is what makes us human, and it is essentially a central focus of all humanity. The first concept that was covered in class, the first term that was covered in class was the concept of adab. Sheikh Yasir described adab as something that includes good manners and good akhlaq, beautiful akhlaq. Adab and akhlaq basically protect your faith. It is like a shield, and it's the first line of guarding your deen. Anyone who makes you lose your adab is someone who has penetrated through your faith, through your deen, and is damaging your deen and damaging your faith. Adab is basically very, very important because it's in the books of deen, it's everywhere, and what it talks about is, the standard for us, of course, in adab is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is, and he is, as Sheikh Yasir reminded us, that that standard is an achievable standard. However, it is something that we strive towards, and we keep striving towards it, and the closer you get to it, the better it is for you. Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu once said that everyone should seek adab before they begin to acquire knowledge. And this was also represented in Imam Malik Rahimullah's mother, who used to take him to different scholars to learn, and she would remind him that learn the adab from the teachers first before you begin learning knowledge from them. And of course, adab comes with practice, and who else to practice it on than your family? So your family should have the best of adab from you. The difference between adab and khuluq is that adab is a larger concept, it's a bigger circle, and khuluq is one characteristic out of that big thing. And the example that Sheikh Yasir used was that when you go to a feast, when you go to and there's many dishes that you see, and you can't eat everything obviously, but you pick the best. And so khuluq is what you're picking. You pick up the best. Khuluq is the best that you pick, and you work on that characteristic to improve it within yourself, and when you have perfected it, you go move on to another one, and that's how you keep improving and working on your adab throughout your life. Another concept or another reminder about adab was that the effect of adab is basically never lost upon a person. So people remember when you speak to them nicely, when you're kind to them, those are the things, and how you talk to them and how you behave with them. Those are the things that people will remember about you. Moving on, of course, there are five walls protecting your iman, your faith, and one of them, of course, the first one is yaqeen, and the second is ikhlas, the third is fulfilling your obligations, your faraid, the fourth is fulfilling the sunnah, following the sunnah, and the fifth is the preservation of adab. So adab is right up there with the other four. So having good manners, good adab and good khuluq is something that is very, very strong. It protects your faith and it strengthens your faith, your iman. The next thing that was covered in the class was the concept of family and the definition of family. But before that, we did a group exercise in which we came up with 5 of the top reasons that we have dysfunctional families. And the 5 top reasons that we came up in class that Sheikh Yasser told us about was, number 1 was work, being too busy, not having enough time for family. The second was lack of communication. The third was social norms. The fourth was media and basically how it gives you a false portrayal of family life. And the fifth was infidelity or cheating. Those were the top 5 reasons that we came up with for dysfunctional families. The Muslim family definition is basically a Muslim family consists of a legally married couple, their children, and it also includes parents, siblings, and other relatives. So a Muslim family, remember, consists of a legally married couple, their children, and includes their parents, siblings, and other relatives. Based on this definition, this class will be organized, and this was organized in 3 circles. There were 3 circles that were that we learned in class of a family. The small circle, which is basically the inner fold, this consists of the husband, wife, parents and their ancestors, and children and their descendants. So once again, the inner circle consists of the husband, wife, parents and ancestors, and children and their descendants. The second circle, which was called al-Maharam, comes with 3 parts. So the first part is those who are mahram to you by blood, so brothers, sisters, and anyone who's mahram to you by blood. The second circle is prohibition due to marriage. So basically your father-in-law or your mother-in-law or your son or daughter-in-law, that's a prohibition by marriage. So first is by blood, second is by marriage, and the third prohibition is by breastfeeding. And this would apply the first inner circle, inner fold rule. And basically, if there have been 5 full meals, this is the opinion of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anhu, if a baby has been fed 5 full meals of breastfeeding, then that person becomes mahram, that child becomes mahram to your family. 5 full meals includes if the child fell asleep while nursing or the child just stops nursing. They've had their fill and they stop nursing. The larger circle, which is the outer fold, basically includes all the extended family, cousins, brothers-in-law, sisters-in-law, everybody, all the extended family is included in the outer fold. These are the 3 circles of family. The types of family that we discussed in class included the nuclear family, which is basically the traditional type of family with the parents and the children. The single child family, you have, of course, this is by choice or not by choice sometimes when there's only one child. The single child gender family, when there are all girls or all boys. The adoptive family. We have the foster family, of course, the extended family, which is, which consists of nuclear family sharing the same household with extended family members. We did talk about some of the possible problems, the pros and cons of the extended family, and you can find that in the notes. You have the single parent family. This is becoming more and more common today. We have the childless family and the step family, and of course the surrogate mother as well. So this was some of the things that we discussed in the first session. Go through the notes, check through everything, and again, go through the PowerPoint as well. Do remember the exam is on September 25th. It's online. You log into almaghrib.org into your account, and when you click on the class, you should see a tab for exam. Click on it, and you can take the exam between 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on the 25th of September. That is a Sunday. Please take the exam. We have a mock exam coming up, inshallah. That will be available for you, so you can practice on that after you have studied, just to see how much you know and if you need to review again. These review sessions will keep coming to you for your help and for your assistance. If there are any further questions, please let us know. We are here to help and support you, but please do take the exam, inshallah. We'll talk to you again in the next review session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.